So what's going on with the That sounds like a winner to me. My name is Paul Brennan and I'm a freelance journalist. I work with Al Jazeera English, and the reason why I'm here is because my colleagues are in prison in Egypt on spurious, stupid charges, supposedly that they are conspiring with terrorists. It's nonsense. They need to be freed now because their freedom speaks volumes for society and for the credibility of the Egyptian government.
My name is Sue Surton. I'm a presenter and correspondent for Al Jazeera English. I, like my colleagues who are currently incarcerated in Egypt, have been charged with offences by the Egyptian Prosecutor General. He has found laying charges against me of aiding and abetting terrorism. 3 of my colleagues are in prison, also charged with similar offences. We are on trial on Thursday in Cairo, and the reason we're here outside the Egyptian embassy is to try and put some pressure on the Egyptian embassy to pass on to the Egyptian government that our colleagues and myself were just in Cairo working as journalists, doing what every other journalist does, out there trying to find what was going on in Egypt, and we are no way have we broken the law. We're not terrorists, we're just reporters.
My name's Neil Patterson, I'm a correspondent for Sky News. I'm here outside the Egyptian embassy today in solidarity essentially with the 4 Al Jazeera employees and the other journalists who quite simply have just been doing their job. The Egyptian authorities have been cracking down on free, fair, impartial reporting within their borders. The idea that these journalists have been sent there to aid and abet terrorism is so farcical it almost doesn't bear rebutting, but every single member of the Al Jazeera team there can demonstrate that they have been doing the story hard obviously, but they've been doing it in a fair and impartial manner. There is real concern obviously amongst the journalistic community that the Egyptian authorities are acting in this way. Of course, we at Sky News lost one of our colleagues, our cameraman Mick Dean, not that long ago, so this is an issue that I think I and many of my colleagues are very happy to lend their support to.
Thank you. Why are you here today?
I'm here today to support our colleagues from Al Jazeera who are facing very serious charges in the court tomorrow. We had a meeting with the ambassador in which we presented a letter from the National Union of Journalists, and also there was a very strong letter from the Frontline Club, the Journalists Club in London. And I will be sending a further letter to the ambassador this afternoon with details of the parliamentary motion I tabled on behalf of the Al Jazeera journalists, and also a debate in which I raised the question of journalistic freedom in Egypt. I hope that this combined pressure, not just in this country but all around the world, will encourage the judge to look very carefully and act in a judicially independent way, which is what an independent judiciary should do, and conclude that the charges against the Al Jazeera journalists are harassment against all journalists and they should be dropped and they should be released and either allowed to leave the country or to continue their work, whatever they wish to do. So,
thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes, well, I came to the demonstration to support our colleagues in Egypt who have been arrested and are in court tomorrow for very minor reasons, it seems to me, technical reasons about not having the right accreditation. It's a bit heavy to put people in jail for that, which seems to be the threat. So I just hope that speaking reasonably and behaving reasonably as we have been today, that this will help to persuade the Egyptian government to cease this persecution of the media and let people speak freely. I'm sure that it will only make the situation better if people are able to say what they think in the media and have all the arguments in the media, and that will help to take away the need, I think, for any physical violence and so on. So I can only see it as a positive thing for Egypt if it eases this pressure, if the government eases this pressure on journalists. And lets the debate happen freely.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Zal we naar buiten komen dan?